Legend has it that demons of unspeakable horror live in the caverns beneath the castle Frankenstein. Be not thwarted by such evil, my son, for there is no telling what knowledge may be found there.
Well, we were at Castle Frankenstein, now welcome to Cave Frankenstein. We're going to be encountering a lot of these demon skulls in this particular chapter. But before that, let's hop up here and get ourselves an extra goodie just because we can. If we hop down off this ledge just right, we should be able to land on the one directly below it and get ourselves a half-life increaser. Now Van Helsing won't walk off ledges by himself, you need to force him by jumping. I've seen a few other games with that mechanic, but not usually games like this. The best way to take out the skulls seems to be with Surprise, the crossbow, because it deals the most damage quickly. The skulls either fire a very easy to avoid laser, or they charge at you and try to explode. The explosion is a bit harder to time properly, but the skulls stop dead right as they burst, so it should be nothing compared to what you've already been dodging. There's a hell of a lot of them, and they're not very good for grinding power glyphs, but this is the only room where you actually have to fight them, so I recommend making this the only room where you have to fight them. Especially with the upgraded versions that come later, it's just not worth it. I assume they made the skulls so numerous because otherwise this level would be the shortest in the game, probably even shorter than the one against Velkin. These aren't exactly the most fun enemies to fight either, but the game's allowed a little bit of downtime, especially when the boss fight of this stage is so cool. And right after this, it starts going toward the climax because, well, this game is based on a movie. Even considering how action-packed the source material is, it's not like it had a whole lot of locations to run through. And then there's things like you have no idea what kind of budget these guys were given, and really, you just take what you can get. It turned out alright. This room has a lot of grapple locations, and if you know what you're doing, you can get in and out at the snap of a finger. The trick is to grapple back to one of the platforms instead of trying to grapple forward again after we get this alternate ammunition for the crossbow. The skulls in this room are slightly different, but we're already past them, so... The skulls in this room, on the other hand, summon lightning down from somewhere. I mean, we're in a cave. But they summon lightning down, and a lot of them do it at the same time, and it is difficult to avoid. It's like those beams of light the second type of fell spirits have, except way more accurate and painful. But if you rush toward the exit, you shouldn't have to deal with that too much. Fighting them is definitely more painful.
Perhaps a friend.
They are Dracula's offspring. They are born dead. But he is trying to give them life.
They didn't seem dead to me. Until they started exploding, that is.
He gives them life with Father's machine. Just as Father gave me life. But they cannot sustain it. He must have a living conductor!
Belkin.
Yes, but the werewolf is too much man and not enough monster. That is why Dracula must never find me. I am the monster he needs.
I've seen many monsters, my friend. Believe me, you are not a monster.
Your words are kind, but untrue. I am born of science. And how could science possibly create a soul? No! Dracula must not know where I am. He must not!
He won't.
No, you don't understand. His eyes are the werewolf's eyes. He sees what they see.